Working as intended.
Boo! Bleh. More feeding the harem! Hooray, actual clear file now. Alright, slaves, work. Get all my stuff. Don't need everything, though. I need more tofu because it's mild. Oh, I can't reach the Jesus statue from up here. I have to go down here. Hooray, stuff! Hello, cuisine with history. Orin, did you sneak out to play on the surface? How'd you know? Kyoko said you'd always sneak into the cemetery at Myouren Temple. Well, she doesn't know what you're doing there. Pretty strict surveillance, huh? You weren't thinking of stealing the corpses there, are you? There wasn't need to steal. Those corpses are just lying there in the cemetery. Why can't I have them? Of course you can't have them. Why not? Is there any use for the corpses? Well, since they've been neatly buried in a cemetery, that means that their friends and family want to go there to pay their respects every once in a while, right? You don't need someone's corpse to pay respects, do you? I mean, it's like giving them a place to rest. Dead have no soul. A body without a soul is just a decoration. Some humans in the outside world even donate their body parts for others to use, like their heart, lungs, cornea, stuff like that. Hey, someone else can use your heart? Shocking, right? Medicine in the outside world is remarkable. How do you have knowledge of the outside world? Have you been there? Nah, I heard it from that yokai sage from the surface. She occasionally comes to discuss things with Satori-sama. Discuss things? Wouldn't agree that both sides wouldn't interfere with each other? That's indeed how it was in the past. Living humans and yokai from the surface will absolutely never come down here. The underworld's yokai also abide by this and never go to the surface. But yokai who travel between the two worlds aren't unheard of either, like me, for example. I don't recall encountering any obstacles. Ever since Human Shrine Maiden came to the underworld, people realized that the surface had already changed. Some of them couldn't bear it, so more and more yokai started secretly going to the surface. But nowadays, the underworld's yokai also know to reel it in. The people on the surface gained an interest in the underworld as well after having meeting the underworld's yokai. We've had no shortage of brave souls venturing into the underworld, so the agreement has become less effective as time went on. No wonder even the Tengu's newspapers has articles about the underworld ceremonies. Came down here because you saw that, right? Yeah, I wanted to participate in the bizarre cooking competition. Rest assured, I've already signed you up. Just focus on polishing your skills for now. Obviously, I won't ignore cooking, but what is it? I still haven't understood the meaning behind bizarre cooking. I want to gain an even better understanding of the underworld's yokai, the underworld's culture. Maybe I'll understand once I've gotten close with everyone. That sounds weird, but oh well. I wish you success in leaping the dragon gate. The dragon what? Why would I want to leap over a gate? It's one legend saying a carp that jumps over the dragon gate will become a dragon. Basically, I'm wishing you luck in bringing your cooking to even greater heights. So that's how it is. Thanks. I heard that skilled chefs would turn various myths and legends into dishes. Sounds kind of interesting. Have you ever tried it? I actually have. Kana-sensei taught me one before. Which legend is it? We can't talk about it without tasting it. I'll bring some for you next time. Also, how did you try out this thing? Miss Satori, was the energy pudding helpful? Quite. I can hardly separate from it. Well, I increase the sourness to achieve that effect, so it's not good for your gums. Make sure to wash your mouth after eating it. Understood. Could you please keep the image of my mouth filled with ulcers out of your mind? Okay. Miss Satori, a while ago you said you read my memories. Are you able to read everything that's happened in my life? If not even you yourself remember an event, there is nothing I can do to read it. Is that so? What a shame. You lost something a while ago and you cannot find it anywhere. Then you even forgot what you lost in the first place, so you would like me to help you remember? You read this far, can't you help me to locate the item as well? No, that is not what mind reading should be used for. I'm not your lost and found. Miss Satori, guess what's on my mind? Come on, guess. If I don't think of anything, Miss Satori won't be able to read my mind. You should know even that is futile. Nothing gets past your third eye, huh? Alright, maybe I'll open up here. Do I have the third one for Chineden? Yes, I have rank 3 everywhere. Actually, maybe I should invite everybody and do the mausoleum so I can get everybody's rank 1 recipes turned in. Alright, Orin wants something made, right? Scholar's Ginkgo. Back and forth, back and forth. Here you go, what's this supposed to be? A legend about a saint giving his students ginkgos from the 2 ginkgo trees that grew in his yard? I don't really remember. The legends just don't come across as very interesting. Compared to the carp leaving the dragon gate, the taste is way off. How can a story even have taste? If you can make a dish based on that mundane legend, you can make one based on the carp legend, right? Come on, make it. I really want to taste something like that. Alright, please stop shaking me. I'll give it a shot. And talk to all you guys. Hi, Nue. Bah-ha-ha! Have you succeeded in your prank? Totally man, his face went redder than a cherry. Now I want to see it. Shame he'll have to go around your store in the future. Hey, why? Alright, you want to see me fireworks? Why are there so many extraordinary myths about you? That's because the past me conceal my true form. Oh yeah, I can conceal the identity of other objects too. Concealing identity to rob an item, alive or otherwise, of its form, sound, and smell, leaving behind its movements. Take a bird flying in the air, now take away its properties and you get an unidentified flying object. That's my ability. But even if it's unidentified, we'll know what it is once we see it, right? An item robbed of its true form appears differently than when seen by different people. The observer subconsciously fills in the gaps. The unidentifiable objects appear in a way acceptable to them. That is why legends about me contradict each other. Whoa, that's a really cool ability. It sounds super convenient for pulling pranks. God damn it. Well, watch your mouth, Nue. What's wrong? None of your business. Actually, I saw everything. He started, so he deserved that punch. And even if you seriously heard, you heard what he said, yeah? Or he said you had no friends. Yeah, I have no friends, so would you piss off? Watch your mouth. This seems to bother Miss New a lot. She's still mad. Let's not provoke her for now. Hi, Captain. Thanks for telling me the origin of biscuits, Miss Murasa. Was a very interesting story. Just a hardtack biscuits are still the ideal maritime emergency ration. Seafaring sure is full of danger. Oh, this slipped my mind out, but I remembered after talking with Kyoko. What are you getting at? Isn't a shipwreck how you... Oh, that? Yeah, I lost my life in a shipwreck. Did I tell you the sea has no shortage of accidents? Doesn't bother you at all? She seems so happy. He's like, yeah, I died. I've already received salvation. The captain should focus on the path ahead. Looking back is bad luck. The number of water-related accidents in Kentucky seems to have risen recently. Those happen anywhere. As someone who's been in one, do you have any good advice? Well, when sailing in a lake with poor visibility, be alert at all times. What else? Accidents can happen anywhere. Fishing in a river, training under a waterfall, bathing in a hot spring. Make sure you're prepared 24/7. True, it's not common, but not entirely unheard of either. Also, be careful when washing your hands in the shrines. Josuya? You can get into an accident while washing your hands? Why? Don't underestimate me. As long as there's water, I can cause an accident. You're the one causing them! Legends say while on the boat, you could occasionally hear a voice asking to borrow a ladle. Ah, what a nostalgic legend. You encountered her too. It said that once you give her the ladle, water will constantly flood the ship until it sinks. Totally, that was the best part. But rumors say you could escape if you gave her a bottomless ladle. Don't you think it's rude to advertise someone's weakness in a legend? Thanks to those rumors, I was forced to use my own ladle. So those rumors are about you? She'd be like, yep, murder. Hello, how was it? My baked sweet potatoes were delicious, right? Yep, thanks for the treat. You don't have to eat them like you're out of blood in the future. Just have some at my shop. No can do. Digging, collecting twigs and leaves, starting the fire itself, they're all very interesting games. Well, I guess there's that. Huh? You dig ditches here to bake sweet potatoes? So? Isn't this a cemetery? And? Who would bake sweet potatoes next to a dead body? When I first came to the cemetery, I was guarded by some weirdo with very strange movements. A guard in the cemetery. I know, it's to prevent the underworld's cats from stealing corpses, right? No, that guard acted like the cemetery belonged to her. No one was allowed to enter. I merely wanted to negotiate. She just beat me up. She was really strong, come to think of it. Was it our favorite zombie? But I've come here so many times already and I haven't seen her once. She suddenly disappeared one day. I think some wicked hermit took her away. Isn't that great? Now you don't have to squabble over territory anymore. That's true, but occasionally hearing her trip over herself reciting poems to the moon helped me sleep pretty well. Come to my shop the next time you can't fall asleep. Boo! Bleh. Nope. I'm so hungry. Do you want me to cook something? No use, food only makes my mouth happy. To fill my stomach, I have to rely on surprise. So Yoka, who uses surprise to sustain herself, not starving to death until today, must have not been easy. Alright, who should I invite? Should we try to get you some friends? I can invite you guys now, right? Thanks, slaves. Alright, let's open here. Like recipe-wise, in order to keep it mild, I only have the 3 different things, right? The pot, the steamer, and the cutting board. This is the only level 5 recipe I have. I'm going with a bunch of no alcohol stuff. Alright, bunny stuff, and then steamer and cutting board. Alright, let's see lots of people come by. Toss buff right away. Oh, Tojiko incoming. What does she want? Candied sweet potato. Sweet potato honey. Notes. Alright, home cooking and high alcohol. She likes high alcohol beer bitter. And shochu. I mean, there's this, but it's expensive. Her budget isn't very high either. Just go for one tag and add a bunch of tags to her food. What's she looking for? Home cooking. I mean, sweet potato honey has home cooking on it. It's like filling and greasy too. Well, it's got filling. Okay, it's got fillings. Oh, she doesn't like sweet. Make it greasy. And signature. Alright, let's try that. Hi, Satori. And Futo. How do you like that? You want more food. I mean, you like signature. And you like barbecue. Make it greasy. And now she wants beer. At least beer is bitter. What does your spell card do? Boosted by lightning, you and all your partners' movement speeds are increased by 30%. Don't really need that when I'm tossing shit everywhere. Alright, you want specialty. Should I make you lion's head? Then again, you don't like meat. We make lunar lover biscuits. This covers a bunch of stuff. Specialty, small portion, and sweet for her. And she wants her coffee. How about Futo? You wanted something specific, right? Pine nut cake. Rice and pine nut. That sounds like something I'd eat. Mild specialty. She likes legendary and mountain delicacy too. And trend popular, so I mean that covers a bunch of that. Mid-alcohol, she also likes neat, so I mean that covers that. Instant death. Covers strength boosting, filling, and greasy for Tojiko. This covers high alcohol and bitter. I want her to leave now. Alright, Satori wanted this, right? And Futo wanted this. And you wanted these. Alright, now what does Futo want? The crown prince I worship is a saint of legend, so legendary? I feel like she'd like this. It's Japanese and mild. And if I add this, it pretty much covers all her tags. And this covers a bunch of her tags too, so she's pretty easy to feed. How about you? You want your soda. Doesn't this cover its... No alcohol, soda, stimulating. Yeah, that covers pretty much all of hers. If she wants something sweet, I can just give her this. If you can't store it in your head, store it in your stomach. Is that filling? And there you go, guys. Can't add greasy to this. Probably add home cooking, right? And filling. Alright, how about you, Futo? Right, you like these. And then this with just that, right? Mountain delicacy. Alright, distribute drinks. I see an Orin in line. Meat savory specialty. And I think you like these. What does Futo do for me? For 10 seconds after the spell card is declared, gain a beverage depending on the customer's rating. Huh. So just extra items. Alright, you like this, right? Do you like it? Yes. Now Futo wants soda. And this is soda neat. This covers soda mid-alcohol as well. And now you want premium? This is pretty premium, isn't it? Yep. Get my buffs back. What's that what you want? Strength boosting. There's so many special guests. Alright, this is Futo's miso soup. Must get my buffs back. There we go. And coffee for Satori. Heatable. Fruity. Neat. Alright, let's get Futo out of here. Don't have to keep on giving her the stuff from the pink equipment. Dragon carp. Whoa. Premium tuna, venison, honey, herb, truffle. Alright, here we go. That's a lot of stuff on it. Most of the time I spent trying to figure out what to feed these people because I can never remember all of them. I know Futo likes this. Accidentally make some junk. Can't add vegetarian, alright. I can add greasy though. Alright, Orin, here you go. Alright, the Guya. Just feed her these. And Tojiko wanted something barbecued. And Nura likes these. No, Kaguya's not sticking around long. What are you saying? Are you wanting meat? Alright, I might have to start working on Yamame. Do you want beer? Low alcohol beer. And she wants something sweet. Raw strange sweet. Clear out people. I have to feed something to Yamame specifically. And she wants something raw. Ceiling longing pie. Trout peach flour. The only one that has is strange. Make it sweet as well. Try to get my buffs. Alright, how do you like this, Yamame? You enjoy it? Yes, you do. Alright, Seiga wanted the honey chestnut. Well, it covers 3 of her tags. Which tag does she want? She wants wonderful. Guess I'll add one of these. And give you some basic drinks. You like all that. And you want savory and beer. This adds savory. And you guys are gonna stick around because I have Yamame here. And Yuugi wants powerful stuff. Party night for 77 seconds. I think I have enough time to just sit here and make everything on here. There, everybody got in. You want mid-alcohol? How about some mid-alcohol beer? Buffs wore out. Last set of buffs. Happy Yamame. Pointless happy Yamame. You want dreamy, right? Let me finish feeding Yuugi first. Oh, Yamame's all done. Yuugi's budget's actually pretty good. Signature dish. Make it signature. Give you some more expensive booze. Takes a while to make. Give me more booze, please. Thanks. I just slowly craft you guys' stuff. Keep feeding you guys the same thing. Because it covers many of your tags. And you guys just keep giving me booze. Alright, Yuugi's done. You're not, though. You have quite the budget. Alright, now you're done. Phew, what a fulfilling life. Despite the big affairs we got tangled up in, we still managed to make lemonade out of lemons. That's right, the real treasure was the friends and memories we made along the way. We never had a concert that easily without the help of Miss Yukari. Speaking of which, it seems that the stage was still there in one piece when I came here this morning. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to tell you, but Chen told me that Miss Yukari said the stage would be a shame to knock down. We would host future concerts there. Whoa, does that mean we can open our Izakaya and hold a concert whenever we like? It's so good to be alive! Oh, okay, so I didn't actually have to go back in time. I can just open up, I can just do the Izakaya things there whenever or the concert whenever I feel like. Are Kappas and magicians partners in crime? According to anonymous sources, the Kappa on the mountain and the magicians in the forest established close contact. The source told us that while they are unable to report specific crimes, they are worried that the Kappa and magicians are plotting something. Our newspaper will provide additional updates if we uncover anything else. We strongly condemn any suspicious activities that could harm Gensokyo. Well, first we'll get my slaves to all work. I wish more things sold coffee. Buy all my stuff. Yeah, we got a lot done the previous day. Diesel statue. Hello, I'm here to get feedback on the dragon carp. I saw him manage to get it done. It really took a lot of effort. I hope you weren't disappointed. How could I be disappointed? It shocked me to my very core. The outside looks like a leaping carp. The inside reveals sparkling treasure. No cat would be able to resist. A reason to suspect you're trying to capture all the world's cats. That's quite the stretch. I'm just glad that you like it. I'll make more for you in the future. Awesome, having a friend who's a chef is great. You ever hear about corpses frequently being buried under cherry blossoms? Huh, are they? It's a necessary step to ensure that the cherry blossom blooms even more beautifully. In other words, those corpses are all buried under the trees. When flesh returns to the earth, do you know what happens to the soul left behind? Slowly it sinks underground, and then it crystallizes, turning into a stone cherry, bringing the underworld a sight of falling cherry blossoms. A corpse turning to a cherry blossom. How unbelievable. I'd like to see it as well, given the chance. But if you want to watch cherry blossoms, a large amount of humans would need to die at the same time. I'm afraid it takes something like a war or a plague. Oh, forget it then. Have you seen Oku? Isn't she standing guard in front of the forbidden area? Oh, she went back already? Cool. Is something the matter? That crow can't stand alone, so on a rare occasion she goes around making trouble. I can't receive if I don't know where she is. You're just like her guardian. Hi, Satori. Love points. I'm still waiting on Oku to actually approach. I tried the ceiling long pie at your shop. Professionals really are something else. Your ceiling long pie is the best one I've had yet. Thanks. So how was it? While preparing the dish, have you at least gotten a glimpse of the romance behind it? The other see's daughter gazing at the ceiling hasn't moved you? All I thought was that its eyes look weird. Making dish while having a staring contest with it was really a challenge. You're very bright and cheerful, but I feel like everything you share is a bit creepy. Creepy? I always thought the things I like were adorable. I never knew that someone from the surface would find it creepy. I'm sorry, I didn't think you'd be so devastated. I mean, the surface and the underworld haven't been in contact for so many years. It's natural that our cultures would be different. Miss Yamame doesn't have to change either. You're cute enough being yourself. Thank you, Mystia. There sure are a lot of spiders in this cave. Are you scared of spiders? Of course not. I'm a bird, you know. Moreover, most spiders aren't as venomous as bees, and they even help farmers catch pests, making them a natural solution to pest control, as what humans call a beneficial insect. You're pretty knowledgeable. I have an old friend who's a bug yokai. Thanks to her, I know a couple things about insects. I don't want to dash your confidence, but there's one thing you should know. Spiders aren't insects. Ha! Insects? You said sex. Hi, Paru Paru. Aha! The underworld's most popular dish unmasked. Why do you look so down? That's Miss Price. I was thinking about the bizarre cooking competition and what's there to think about. I feel like everyone in the underworld is good at making bizarre cuisine, so I'm a little unsure. You trying to brag? How so? You're famous across both ends of the bridge, yet here you are whining about your cooking. Just seeing it makes me jealous. If anyone should be whining about lousy cooking, it's me. I don't even try to compare us. Why do you have to make a comparison out of that? You don't want to admit it? Well, of course I think my cooking skills are better than the average person. If I didn't have that confidence, I wouldn't be running an izakaya. So you are trying to brag. I'm not. I do have some confidence in my skills, but bizarre cooking is really hard to understand. I don't understand the judging standards on. I don't know what people in the underworld like. So that's how it is. Now it's my turn to brag. I know much more about the taste of the underworld yokai than you do. You're in the underworld after all. Can you tell me what the underworld's yokai like to eat? I refuse. Alright then. Why? Even that didn't make you jealous of me? Something like that is nothing to be jealous about. Your kindness is really making me jealous. You aren't getting away with this. I'll tell you no matter what. The underworld generally likes thrilling favors, and there's a very popular party snack recently. Once you start, you can't stop even if you're drenched in sweat. It's a really magical dish. I'll tell you the secret of the dish, so hurry up and get the ingredients ready. Hey, right now? Now, at once, immediately! Okay. Chili. You actually gathered so much chili in such a short amount of time. It really makes me jealous. I brought over my entire supply. That wasn't. I still have like 25 times that supply. Watch closely now. Add in all the chili. Is that really safe to eat? It's for the underworld's yokai. It's absolutely safe. I'm still a bit worried. A dish stuffed full of chili. Do people in the underworld really like these sorts of dishes? What a joke. The dish looks like some sort of prank. Of course I won't eat it. I understand what the underworld likes to eat now. I'll tweak it a bit later. Egg in the oden. Alright, you're super happy now. Miss Yuugi, you're drinking all the time as well. Miss Suika's also always drinking. She even said she's never been sober. I see she's still the same old Suika. You two aren't in touch with each other? We only know to stick together, but we also like to do whatever we want. I don't even know where the undergrounds Oni are, let alone someone on the surface. If it's Miss Suika, she's almost always at the shrine, and only living in a shrine, ain't she the weird one? Weird? Well, Miss Suika is a bit different from the other Oni, but I can't put my finger on what's different. The thing Oni hate the most is deception, so an Oni will never tell a lie, but Suika ain't as honest as the rest. Miss Suika's dishonest? Why would you say that? Because she went over to the service. What does that mean? Do you know why the Oni left Gensokyo? I heard from Miss Suika, apparently it's because they despise how dishonest humans are. She even told you that? Huh? That's right. Back then when we were still living on the surface, and we love to deal with humans under the rules they set. We do it for the hell, but humans didn't think the same. Because trying to defeat Noni is just way too hard for a human. Yeah, humans had surpassed us in strength, and everyone would have been able to have fun. But they didn't do that. Not only that, they even resorted to underhanded tactics to deal with us in one fell swoop. Only capturing humans symbolized the fear humans had. That's one of the reasons why we exist. Humans actually need that fear as well, but all of that was ruined by the human selfishness. So the Oni, disappointed in humans, moved to the underworld where no human could reach. We realized that between humans and Oni, there exists a deep, uncrossable trench. But Suika ain't given up. She returned to the surface on her own, quietly trying to recover the trust between humans and Oni. You don't approve of what Miss Suika is doing? My approval ain't important. In my opinion, Miss Suika is very happy living on the surface. She said the Gensokyo of today is more charming than the Gensokyo of the past. I know, Suika once worked together with the Shrine Maiden. They came to the underworld to resolve the incident of spirits pouring out of the surface. After fighting the Shrine Maiden, I knew that the surface is no longer the way I remember it. You actually envy Miss Suika, right? Me? Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't bring her up all the time. Weren't you the one that brought her up? That's because you're really interested in the topic. That's that really how it looks? Not only you, the other Oni as well. The Oni are haunted by what happened in the past, so everyone decided to leave due to their disappointment in humans. It's not just running away from the issue. If you say Miss Suika is a dishonest Oni, then I guess everyone else is a cowardly Oni. You really got guts, huh? I was just pulling your leg, don't take it seriously. Nah, maybe you're right. I know Gensokyo's not the place it once was, yet I couldn't muster the courage to face it. The only in the forming capital to look carefree on the surface when in reality we're a bunch of stupid idiots. Not really. Truth be told, I've been interested in Gensokyo's humans ever since Suika came to the underworld. Maybe going to the surface occasionally ain't too bad. If you go to the surface, please make sure you come to my concert. Oh, when's that? Sometime in the future. It's interesting. Seeing you jump in without any thought, the only hiding in the underworld is like some bad joke. Okay, I'll definitely be there. I won this yukata at a game last night. Apparently only the flowers can wear it. It sounded like interested, so I'm giving it to you. Take it as a blessing for your sometime in the future concert. It looks gorgeous, huh? This is an invitation to the bizarre cooking competition? That's the icing on the cake. Thank you so much. I'll definitely work even harder. One day I'll be as attractive as the flower of flowers herself. Good luck, little birdie. Alright, Mystia, how do you look in a yukata? What is that hat? Oh, it's a flower ornament. Well, that's fucking pretty. That's gorgeous. I like that. She's fucking smoking too. She's a sparrow of the night. Don't see anybody at Myouren Temple. I might be able to get you to 3 just by talking to you. Can I? Yes, Miss Nua, you're holding a really pretty pastry. I've never seen it before. And could it be your ability? I'm not using no ability. You've never seen it before because it's my original creation. Whoa, what's it called? I call it the Pure White Lotus. Pure White Lotus? Hijiri Byakuren? Hey, isn't that... You know how everyone's practically glued to Byakuren? Oh no, there's only one Byakuren, whatever shall we do? So I came up with the idea of turning her into a snack. Now everyone can be satisfied? I feel like something's wrong here, but I'm sure everyone will be happy to see you care so much for them. Happy, I just thought it'd be fun. Like I'd ever treat them to anything. Why not? because everything I do is met with disdain? Are you just looking too much into it? It's not like this is something frowned upon. You know when you do something with good intentions, but you just end up causing trouble for others in the end? Whoa, this text. In the end, all you did was feel good about yourself, but I decided I'd never waste my time and effort like that again. What are you saying again? Did something happen in the past? Back then, I heard the saint buried beneath Myouren Temple was going to be resurrected. Worried as I was that she'd exact revenge on Byakuren and the others, I got a super strong yokai from the outside world wanting to lend Myouren Temple a hand. Hey, from the outside world, you mean? Turns out my thoughts were totally different from Byakuren's. I did out of my own kindness, yet it developed into the temple's plans, deviated from the temple's plans. Those Taoist folk from Byakuren was gonna get in... Jesus. was gonna get in the way of their saint's resurrection. They even thought the temple was built on top of the mausoleum in order to suppress Taoism. Relations between the two sides have always been strained. So that's the reason, but you do worry about everyone. Yeah, that's why Byakuren didn't scold me or anything, but I know it troubled her for a while. How bothersome. I'd rather her just scold me or beat me up. Masochist? So like I said, for someone who only causes trouble like me, the best I can do is to do nothing at all. Miss Nua, why the long face? Did you actually think I'm serious? But even if that was true, like hell, I'm just gonna sit around and do nothing. Boring! I don't care what other people say as long as I get to have fun. You say that, but you don't even have the courage to give people some snacks. Are you misunderstanding something? I already said I did it because it was fun. I never wanted to give it out in the first place. Plus, I'm getting sick of it. Something as bland and boring as making snacks. Never doing it again. In that case, could you teach me the recipe for this pastry? Huh? It'd be a shame if people couldn't enjoy this pastry anymore. Isn't that for the better? Only regrets stay with you forever after all. Why don't we make a deal? I don't want to leave behind regrets. I'll help you get rid of your regrets, and you help me get rid of mine. Naturally, since we're trading with the Pure White Lotus, I hope your demands can also be related to food. I'll do my best to fill it. What about human flesh? Would you help me with that? Ew. Stop joking around! And look at your face. Rest assured, what I rely on is humans' fear towards the unknown. I wouldn't do something dumb like starving myself. Oh, I just thought of an interesting game. If you can make me an unknown dish, I'll consider teaching you the recipe for the Pure White Lotus. An unknown dish? Yeah, I like the sound of that. Come see me when you solve my riddle. She's gone, the unknown, what feeling does it elicit? Fantasy. This resembles that of a dream. Would it elicit a feeling of the unknown? Let's give it a shot. Wasn't sure if that was actually the right answer. I just picked it randomly. Is it gonna be something like dreamy? Yup. Love points. Love points. Hello, chestnuts and honey are a match made in heaven. In Taoism, there must be a balance between the 5 elements. The same could be said for food. 5 elements? The 5 elements are what make up Mother Nature and is also the foundation of Taoism. If you want to explore the world of alchemy, mastery of the 5 elements is a must. Alchemy. Since you're well versed in the culinary arts, I'm sure alchemy would be a piece of cake for you. All you have to do is... I just remembered I have something to do. Maybe next time. Well, the ultimate goal of Taoism is immortality. I doubt that's something you can achieve by just becoming a hermit. Speaking of, how long do hermits usually live for? A hermit's lifespan depends on how well they do in their battle against longevity. Battle against longevity? In the eyes of the ones down in hell, a human who lives a teensy bit longer is judged as evil. They're so petty that every 100 years they send emissaries to collect their lives. How terribly rude. Emissaries from hell? At my level, the emissaries are usually Kishin chiefs and the like. Geez, dealing with those guys is not a pleasant experience. I almost failed to escape a few times. Hermit's life sure is full of danger. Are you preparing for a long journey, Miss Seiga? You're carrying such a large sack. Nope, these are all gifts I prepared for children. See? Why prepare gifts for children? I heard people celebrate something called Christmas in the outside world. During Christmas, someone called Father Christmas sneaks into people's homes and gives out toys to kids. So you're imitating Father Christmas? No, I was thinking you're making a deal with Father Christmas and sell my toys to him. But I'm not sure if Gen Tokyo has a Father Christmas. I won't be able to sell him my toys in that case. So I plan on directly selling it to the humans. Then isn't it just a regular toy business? I wouldn't call it regular. Apparently Father Christmas gives out toys when humans are asleep, so I'd like to keep that tradition. That's why I sneak in while the humans are asleep, leave the toy behind, and then take something of value. Isn't that just theft with extra steps? Stop it already! Hello, Vengeful. So about that sweet potato, what about it? I knew something was off. I thought about it, and I'm pretty sure I only buried 3 sweet potatoes. Why would you have dug out 5? How odd, but there can't be someone burying sweet potatoes in the cemetery, can there? Yeah, there actually is. I don't know what you're talking about. Where are you off to, Miss Tojiko? I'm going to check on Futo. Fight! Something the matter with Miss Futo? She broke a bunch of plates again yesterday, and now the mausoleum has a shortage of tableware. The Crown Prince gave her plate to the disciples, so Futo, feeling guilty, gave her own plate to the Crown Prince without telling anyone. The fact that Miss Futo feels guilty means she's grown too. It's useless. Even if she regrets it, she'll just keep on doing it. That's the reckless person we call Futo. Oh, so you're looking for her because she doesn't have any tableware to use, so she must be going hungry. I don't really get why hermits do this fasting thing either. Whatever is starving isn't a pleasant experience, is it? I myself won't ever feel hungry, so I might as well give her my share to her. I see you two sure are good friends. Are they, though? Can all vengeful spirits summon thunder? Vengeful spirits can be considered clusters of anger, like how rage is described as having thunder strike. So anger and thunder have a very close connection. Is that why the god of thunder looks so cross in all the drawings? But not all vengeful spirits can call upon thunder. Small vengeful spirits can only make a rumbling sound at most, but as their level of resentment increases, they can make crackling sounds. Only great vengeful spirits can truly cause thunder. I see, so I can summon thunder all around myself, so I can be considered a fairly high-class vengeful spirit. Scary, I'll take care not to make you angry. And you had snacks too. Have you been keeping up with your studies lately, Miss Futo? Of course, the Crown Prince's orders are absolute after all. Awesome! Why art thou so concerned with my studies? Because there's nothing scarier than someone who with brawn but no brains. Miss Futo, by any chance were you scolded by Miss Miko for breaking too many plates yesterday? Information visits thine ears rather quickly, shopkeeper. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on purpose, just that customers tend to raise their voice after a few glasses. No matter, to be scolded by the Crown Prince for this is already a normal occurrence. Do you break plates that often? 'Twas originally to manipulate feng shui, but it slowly grew into an addiction. I don't get it. How on earth do you get addicted to breaking plates? Thou wouldst never understand unless thou experience the thrill of the shatter thyself. From starting fires to breaking plates, is the person in charge of Mason's finances really okay with this? No. I've never read one myself, but I heard the Hieda household's history books are all very distinguished. They are a splendid household of the human village? Yes, they're renowned for chronicling the history of Gensokyo. If you want to learn about Gensokyo, why not give their books a try? I'm aware, in regards to their history books, you've already read them? Certainly not, but I have burnt quite a few. You dick! They aren't for burning, you should apologize to Miss Akyu! Alright, well, shall I invite everybody here? You guys should all hang out and build more love points. How many dreamy things do I have to do? 1? This is pretty dreamy, right? Yes. Here you go, Nue. Very interesting. I think you were skilled enough to do something. Solve my riddle? Okay, yeah, solve my riddle. So about the pure white lotus, so be it. Here, now get out of my sight. Thanks. Even if you yourself don't plan on making it, if you ever feel like eating one, I'll make one for you at my shop anytime. Really? That doesn't sound too bad. Okay, what's this thing look like? Pure white lotus. Shell and core fresh lotus seed, boil until soft, add butter and flour, mix until even, stir fry and print the pattern of a lotus with a mold, a pure white lotus. Well, you might as well drop by. You too, I'm sure all of you won't be able to actually get here. Time to open. Thanks, slaves! Alright, let's open way up here. Alright, back to mild foods. Alright, here we go with the mild setup again. All the tofu. I should shove some seafood miso on there. Selection of random drinks. Not as many people want to try stuff, so maybe I'll go with this setup instead. Alright guys, those of you who need stuff made, please drop by. Also, sexy Mystia take longer to craft, but they're more likely to order more. That pussy approaching. Let's give you a fruity beverage. I'll just make something aquatic, strange, and sweet easily. Incoming Satori. And now you want something strange. Easy enough. Same thing. Heck, pufferfish adds a lot of things you like. Incoming Nue. Alright, Satori, have your coffee. And your small portion thing. Hi, Nue. I think you like the divine wheat, right? Heatable, shochu neat. And then cassia wine, I think, if you like vintage. Pure white lotus. Can't add spicy. Add meat. And Satori always likes those. Here you go, Nue. Oku wants a cocktail. Oh, she doesn't like trend popular. Oh, you want spicy. Something like this. And keep giving Satori the same thing. And with coffee. That's right, build those love points. Incoming Yuugi as well. Gotta give Murasa her Japanese things. Oku wants salty. Gotta get my buffs back. Just constantly pause and take a break to see what people want. Instantly finishing here is nice too. Clear out the crowd quickly. And Putty wants salty. I can oblige that. Satori wants a lot, that's good. That works for me. And Patchy wants a soda. I like the fact that Parsy's easy to feed. Even make things that are sour for Putty. Keep feeding Parsy the same thing. You keep wanting the same thing too there, Yuugi. Parsy's gone. Food's getting tossed everywhere. Oh, hi Murasa. You don't have a quest that you need done? Meat, strength boosting. Make it filling as well. This makes it filling. Happy Murasa. And here you go, Yuugi. What does Murasa do? Gain the Phantom Ship possession for 15 seconds. Reward spell cards gained while this buff is active, including the spell card, have their duration increased. I feel like that would require very specific conditions. Bye, guys! Attorneys of mankind are how food comes across food. The fuck does that mean? Alright, well, how about this? I have no idea what that message meant. I guess I didn't cover it. At least I know you like high alcohol. This tends to cover most of yours. Shelf life of food can't exceed an hour. I think that's savory. This covers a bunch of yours. How much time do I have left on this? Fucking 5 minutes. And same thing for you. You just like this. Get your love points. Alright, bye. Slower night, but I've got those love points, which is important. Misty and her big fucking harem. Mystia Temple recently wants us to choose a topic for debate around people's welfare. Other human temples have the tradition of debating scriptures. Yokai temples have to debate this kind of thing as well. Debating the scriptures is too difficult for the yokai the temple, although I basically memorized them all. Kyoko, you're amazing! Well, it's only because I listen to the chanting from the temple every morning when I'm sweeping. Well, Yamabiko are yokai that echo people's words. Hey, there aren't many people who just go to mountain to shout anymore. That's why I got discouraged and joined the Buddhist temple. Anyway, I was thinking that maybe for my topic, I could discuss the difference between the rich and poor of various races in Gensokyo. You're familiar with the budget limits of guests by now, right? For example, there's a clear wealth gap between fairies who don't work, and races like the Kappan Tengu who have strong social systems. It's only natural that fairies don't do anything but eat, sleep, and play. Even the small amount of money that they might have might just be for pranks. Yeah, the geeks like Kappa are completely different. They say that in addition to the base camp at Genbu Ravine, the Kappa have bases hidden all over Gensokyo. Fairies at best find a tree or flower to live in. What's the point of having so many bases? I'm not sure, maybe there's some business we don't know about. What about the Tengu? With the amount of newspapers, they don't seem to make much money. Tengu don't just rely on newspapers, you may not know, but there's a very deep pit in the mountain. I originally had to pass through there on my way home, but the Tengu have been tightly guarding the entrance to the pit. I know what treasures are inside, but now I have to take a detour every time I go home. Maybe a gold mine, silver, gems? I don't really know. In short, from these examples, the guest dining budget can be a great indication of their living standard. If you sort it by race, then you might be able to analyze how each race lives. So profound. Kyoko has really become more knowledgeable since she joined the Buddhist temple. Hey, thanks! But if I use a guest as an example, there's someone I suddenly think of whose budget isn't proportional to her income. Yeah, there is such a person. Miss Marisa basically picks mushrooms and experiments with them, but she eats more extravagantly than any of the Kappa or Tengu. Why is that? Is it possible Miss Marisa is actually a rich lady? I don't think so. I heard that she separated herself from her family to live in the forest by herself. Besides, she didn't seem that she was rich before. Maybe she became rich recently? By the way, remember when she said her Kisame Magic Shop had received a big order before? Really? Kisame Magic Shop? It seems to be a shop similar to a goods store. Maybe that's... Oops, it's getting late, so I'll have to stop chatting with you. I have to get up early tomorrow, so I'll be going home first. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Are there shenanigans going around with Marisa again? Should I do one more day? Maybe I'll do one more day. My stock of stuff is increasing. Make all my purchases. Who do I have to go see? Nue. Yeah, Satori's Oku hasn't visited in a while. Alright, Satori needs to be talked to. Parsi needs to be talked to. A lot of people need to be talked to. Hi, Lady Satori, I heard you have a sister. You saw Koishi? I've never seen her before, so I'm asking you, does she not live here? She loves to wander around. She will return eventually. She always does. You two are like polar opposites. Do you talk when you're with Miss Koishi, or do you just communicate telepathically? My sister Koishi is Satori unable to read minds. Eh? Did she suffer some kind of accident? No, she closed her heart of her own free will. Huh? She completely gave up her thoughts. Her own head is now an empty abyss. As such, she can no longer see into people's hearts. Why would she do that? Perhaps she despises her ability, or perhaps she wishes to not be despised by others. As someone who sees all thoughts, even I cannot read her heart. Since there's a choice, maybe she's more happy this way. You don't have to worry. A Satori unable to read minds is like a knife without an edge or a dish without seasoning. Even her existence is thin now. As she wanders about the surface, people able to see her are few and far between. What is the point of all this? I do not understand. By that you mean people can't see her even if she stands right in front of them? She can be seen occasionally. Those with weak souls can see her as well, mostly young kids. However, recently the amount of people who have seen her seem to have increased. I suppose that strange mask she picked up worked its magic. Isn't that great? If no one can see her, she would be really lonely. The mask magic will disappear eventually. When it does, she will return to being an unnoticed pebble on the side of the road. Running away will only make her even more lonely. You think she closed her third eye as a form of escapism? She had no other reason to. Why else would she seal her heart if not because her ability was despised? That is what we call escapism. Well, I'm not sure either. Miss Satori sure has a lot of things to worry about. With a sister like her, it would be impossible not to worry. I heard from the pets that she was even recruited by a strange temple. I have my suspicions, but with her heart sealed, she has no way of knowing anything. Could you be referring to the Myouren Temple? Oh, you're where I see your partners from Myouren Temple. If it's Myouren Temple, you can rest easy. Their temple treat yokai very well. Truly, from your memories, that place does tend to take in yokai with nowhere else to go. You still look really worried, though? It is true that not many places on the surface would accept Koishi, but she can be a handful to handle. Moreover, the temple still seems rather... If you're not convinced, why not go take a look yourself? I do wish to pay the temple a visit, but I honestly cannot make the time. I need to improve my work efficiency even more. You should take care of yourself as well. Speaking of which, I've already finished all the energy puddings you gave me. Being able to improve my efficiency and my mood at the same time makes it a rarity. Could you please make me a few more batches? Sure. Alright, maybe I'll open up here tonight. Hi, Yamame. I want to finish off these people over here before I do the Myouren Temple stuff. Hi, Nue. Your pure literature is popular. Everyone thinks the dish is really interesting. I told them you came up with it. Oi! The hell are you blabbering about? They were all shocked when they heard it, and they really appreciated you caring for them. Huh. Whatever you say, not like I care anyhow. Rude. Why are urban legends always so popular? That's because these rumors are inexplicable and spine-chilling at the same time. If they don't do any actual harm, nothing would sate humanity's thirst for mystery more. Don't do any actual harm, but I heard there's a monster in a village that'll kidnap human children. I think it was called Red Raincoat or something. Kidnapping children is just another Tuesday for yokai, no? But kidnapping and then releasing them is a trend nowadays. It's like a kind of practice for the temple, I guess. Is that what it means to be a good Samaritan? You know, why do urban legends always happen in toilets, like Red Cloak, Akaname Hanako-san? Well, maybe being scared in the toilet effectively gets rid of constipation. Bzzzt, wrong. Then why then? The correct answer is a human dashing out of the toilet is super duper funny. That's not very nice of them. Hello. What are you cooking, Miss Murasa? It smells nice. This is my secret recipe. I call it smoked buccaneer. Smoked buccaneer? Don't tell me it's meat made from... Hey, watch your mouth. This is a sacred place. Don't scare away the visitors. Sorry, so what is smoked buccaneer? Apparently the word buccaneer originated from smoking meat over an open fire. Caribbean natives would smoke meat to sell it to Caribbean pirates, so I called it smoked buccaneer. It sounds as strange as eggs on scrambled eggs. Eggs on scrambled egg isn't that an interesting name. Why did pirates buy smoked meat? Pirates, smoked and cured meat are very important foods. Meat can't be stored for long periods of time, so they would usually smoke it. I assume they'd be able to eat meat in spite of the long voyage. Speaking of meat, what is it? You call yourself a Buddhist disciple, yet you go around eating meat and causing trouble. Not just here, since I set up shop here, temples, monks have come to eat meat on many occasions. Is that really fine? Why wouldn't it be? Aren't Buddhist disciples prohibited from eating meat? During the Buddha's time, monks begged for food. What people gave them is what they ate, so the Buddha never prohibited monks from eating meat. Byakuren-sama doesn't prohibit us from eating meat either, as long as it's threefold pure meat. What's threefold pure meat? Unseen, unheard, unsuspected. What does it mean? Not witnessing the killing, not hearing the killing, and not suspecting the animal was killed specifically for your consumption. Otherwise it's fine. That just sounds like an excuse for eating meat. Once an ascetic from an external sect accused a monk for eating meat. He said eating meat is a stench compared to eating vegetarian food. Know how he answered? This monk was very good at removing stench. What are you talking about? The monk said that the vile acts of those who do evil are the true stench. Eating meat is not the stench. Well said. You're always messing around, so I never imagined you'd know all this. That's because it's exciting. Byakuren-sama often holds Buddhist services for yokai. Now that is a meeting for teaching and studying the way of Buddhism. Many disciples, including me, actively participate in them. Exciting. I'm bored just hearing it. That's because you know too little. The path of Buddhism is training to attain enlightenment. It's strongly tied to exorcising evil spirits from the human soul. However, our Buddhist service is specifically tailored for yokai, so does that matter? The evil lurking in the human soul is an aspect of yokai. But the very act of a yokai attending a Buddhist service would be like them denying their own existence. That indeed sounds like a thrill, right? For many yokai, Buddhist service is about the same as a ghost story meeting. A lot of new disciples are interested in Buddhism precisely because of these thrills. Myouren Temple sure has innovative ways to spread Buddhism. You should come by next time we have a ghost story, Buddhist service. Compared to that, I'm more interested in your smoked buccaneer. Want to try some? Can I? No. Okay, there's no free lunch in this world. I have to pay to eat at your shop. Why should I let you eat for free? Then what if I gave you some premium dishes for smoked meat? Sure, let's do an exchange then. Nothing from you except for chatting for love points. We don't need 3 premium. 3 premium, 5 energy puddings. This is premium. Certainly can't make a lot of energy puddings. Alright, here you go, Satori. And there you go, Murasa. And now we're going back and forth everywhere. You're pretty quick. Alright, as promised. The captain shall allow you to have a taste. Thanks, here I go. Whoa, what a rich flavor. It's my secret recipe. Can I try making some too? What, you can make one after just one bite? I think I can taste all the ingredients. Well, if you can make it, go ahead. Smoked buccaneer. Hi, Satori. The energy pudding is simply wonderful. Not only does it wake me up, it improves my work efficiency too. I'm glad you like it, but remember to take a break. If it could be made more pure, I could madly finish all my work in one go. Then I'll have time to visit Koishi on the surface. Those effects are just temporary. The stronger it is, the higher the drawbacks. It seems that it can be done. Nothing really gets past you, huh? There are too many things I wish to do. I beg of you. Alright, but you absolutely mustn't eat too much. It's like drugs. Drugs are bad. Burnout pudding? May as well send out more invites. And then get my stuff from my slaves. We'll open over here. Another day of mild stuff. I'm actually surprised how much the vegetable salad sells for. Let's see, we have some no alcohol, low alcohol, mid alcohol, and high alcohol. Where is it? Godfather? Something like this. And come eat at Mistress Mystia's restaurant. Eat your food and eat with your eyes. Anyways, I hope Oku comes by, so she can supercharge some of my stuff. Oh, whoops, I'm using the wrong stuff. Dang it. Well, there's Oku. Oh, Oku needs something specific. Instant death. Instant star death. So it's greasy, it's meat. It's strength boosting. So it covers quite a few tags for her. And she wants some cock. Alright, let's make her happy. Yeah, it will. Here comes Satori. Alright, does that mean this stuff works very quickly now? Yes. Here you go, Oku. Longer duration. You want home cooking? Probably also want some... Well, you want some soda this time. Stimulating soda. Oh, that was quick. Now you want something hot. Super hot. That's pretty hot. Give me that buff. Hi, Orin. Thanks for the buff, Oku. Oh, we have a Kogasa. I need more strength to scare humans. There's something different that she wants. She needs some strength boosting things, but not power soup. Alright, she can go Tamagoyaki. Fruity mid-chillable. I mean, this. Here you go. How do you like that? You like it a lot. Instant completion. Instant completion. 210 seconds left on it. You want something filling? That looks pretty filling. There you go. Here, have this too. Alright, you want something dreamy. I need my buffs back. What does Patchy want? Photogenic. Hyper mode. Food that surprises you is pretty interesting, isn't it? Is that their way of saying strange? At least your drink is easy to fulfill. Oh, here comes a Guya. And you want strange things. This just pretty much suits everything for you. And now you want soda. You know something dreamy? Like this? Instant stuff is such a useful buff. And you want vintage, so here you go. Turn back time. Is Patchy getting a lot of cake? That udombara. I'm just gonna keep feeding the Guya this. Keep turning back time. And then you want premium. I mean, this is pretty premium. Here you go, Patchy. Turn back more time. Yeah, thanks, Guya. Turn back more time. And more time. Oh my god, look how far back I'm going. Guya's done. My nuclear buff still has a bit of time left too. And I want Japanese food. Premium good with alcohol? When I can instacraft, people are in and out quickly. No other special guests? Yeah, go super... Oh, there's only like 30 seconds left on it. On my super speed buff. You guys get food and drink so quickly. Oh, it's gone. That's okay, end of the night's approaching. Don't think we're gonna see any more special guests. Never mind, Marisa approaches. She wants her usual Japanese food with a mushroom. Happy Marisa. Man, eggs cook fast. More of the same for Marisa. Oh, that's the end of the night. You want something hot, right? Tofu stew for you. You still enjoy it. All the tags that you love. Boop, more mushrooms. Thanks. Tofu stew. Oh, no more buffs. More mushrooms. Wee mushrooms. Nom 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 nom. Alright, bye. Holy 3,500. Did it? Not. Only 60 guess. But they were in and out quickly because of that great buff. Alright, so next time, what do we got here? Didn't finish any tasks, did I? I did. Try the instant death, but I need to have you guys. I need to keep on working on you guys here. So next time, more Palace of the Earth Spirit shit. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, hit that like button, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right one to watch more of Mystias Izakaya. Eat, Yuyuko eats!